Oh! Thank you!
So do I, unfortunately. That's my thoughts.
But
are we going again? Are you for now? It's like midnight.
Yeah, I'm just this is gonna go in. I'm just thinking like based this is just on gut feeling. I have no fucking evidence.
Yeah, that's my gut feeling too. She seems like she could definitely have done it.
Well, it's not only that, is that she was the only one who wasn't like.
No, that's not true.
She was sewing. So she had easy access to the stage.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she had easy access to Ryoma.
No,
I do think she did it, but I don't.
Ryoma avoided Gonta, so everyone that's in the entomologist lab is completely abstained from.
Oh well, yeah, I think it was definitely it was one of the 3 people that avoided Gonta.
I
don't think it was Maki because she's in her lab literally all the time.
No, they said that
she's in her lab all day.
Let's go all the way back up here. Fucking
Maki said she was in her lab all day.
Fucking. Oh, it's probably not because it's already back up. No, because Shuichi made reference to the fact that there were a few people working on the stage. Or no, it was Angie.
Yeah, it was Angie. You're all the way up. All the way up. No. Maki's been acting strange, but I don't think it was. Who helped?
No, this was this is after murder.
Not going to be able to be seen.
So no, because Angie said. Oh, she's right there. Angie said that it was Maki, Gonta, Kyo, and Kaito, right? I think that.
Yes.
I think so.
And Kurumi.
Oh yeah, no, Kurumi, Maki,
Gonta,
Kaito.
Gonta and Kibo.
Gonta and Kibo. Right.
Those 4 helped those 2. But Kibo was in there with us. Gonta was in there with us. That leaves 2 people, which is Kurumi and Kaito.
And Kaito, well,
Kaito could have done it.
He could have done it. He was like a minor.
He's in good shape.
Yeah, and it was like a kind of minor suspect, but like I don't think it was him.
But I think if anyone.
But we also didn't see him at all during as the murder took place. He wasn't here, so
neither was
Kurumi was here. So
Kurumi was here, but she could have set it up way in advance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Death.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think it's her, because she probably could have set it up well in advance.
So could Kaito.
She could have figured out how the trick worked while they were prepping.
They didn't practice. They never got to rehearsal. Remember?
Yeah.
She said they never got to rehearse because of the whole.
Yeah. So Kurumi could have easily done it, but Kaito also could have been there helping. Or he could have at least seen it happen. Like even if he didn't do it, he could have at least seen it
happen. Why the fuck would he need to investigate?
Well, I mean, he was very quick to bring Shuichi, but again, that could just be because of the flashback scene that happened, where he told us in the night that he would help us.
I'm literally thinking it's either him, because it will follow a trend of us being a sidekick character that gets someone.
Judging by how well this game.
Also, because of the line, "There's no way I'll never see him again."
Okay, yeah, that's
that fucking foreshadowing bullshit.
Honestly,
that makes him a good suspect. And then Kurumi, because she was here working on the curtains in specific.
But
she sewed the curtains.
Yeah.
In specific.
I know.
I think there's a separate tank behind the curtains, to the right of where that main tank is.
But here's the thing. Judging by how well this game is at.
Shut up! I have a question. When everyone was panicking about Himiko in the tank, did Kurumi say anything?
No. No one said anything.
No. When they were all saying, "Get her out of there," did Kurumi say anything?
Tsumugi, Gonta, and Tenko. And Shuichi told them to stop.
Kurumi said nothing.
Yeah, Kurumi said nothing. Kokichi said nothing.
Kibo definitely said something.
Miyu said nothing.
No, Miyu said something.
No, he didn't. No, she didn't.
Miyu did.
What'd she say?
She said
something. I'll look back.
It's not gonna.
Kokichi said nothing.
You can't get that far back, can you?
This was during the
act.
Oh, fuck.
The cutscene. There's no...
I could go back in the video, actually.
Yeah, let's watch that scene again. I want to know who the fuck was talking. Because I know for a fact Kurumi said nothing.
Kurumi said nothing. Kokichi said nothing. And
her master
I'm pretty
told her-
sure Miyu also said nothing.
No, this is your past it.
Yep. Hang on. Alright.
Okay.
Kyo
here.
said something,
Here.
though.
Here, play here.
Let me just
Mute
this.
the game. You didn't...
Oh, you know what? It's because of the fucking... it's because of the fucking... This...
So move it!
Oh my god. Really? I can't get...
No, move the sound thing.
I can't get rid of Discord!
Click that, move it up, there you go.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now play from here. Oh god,
Silence your eye holes.
Alright.
Alright, go.
Himiko made an announcement and started the timer. Then she took a breath and dove into the water. Can she even swim?
It's also a 60-second timer.
Angie closed the curtains, obscuring the water tank from view.
What is that red thing above the tank?
What? This?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
My palms
That's
sweating.
we're probably gonna have to investigate that.
I thought of last night when I ate mom spaghetti.
There's Tenko. Kurekio.
Yeah.
Shuichi.
Well, Shuichi says something later.
Tenko again.
Tenko says something all the time. We already know that.
Gonta.
Yeah, Gonta says
That's
something.
3 people.
Well, we already knew Gonta said something. Kibo, I think, says something later. Kokichi, I know
Hold
for
on.
a fact, says nothing.
Out of his seat and...
Nope.
Kurumi.
No, Kurumi says something.
She
once.
didn't want him to see, though. She didn't want him to... He saw it before it happened, remember?
No, you know what? He probably didn't understand it.
See? He saw it.
Yeah, and
She didn't want him up there because she would have seen the...
Tsumugi also said something. So yeah, Gonta saw it, but he probably doesn't understand what he saw.
No, but she told him not to go up there. Kurumi said no, Gonta.
Kurumi,
She
no, Kurumi said, wait, Gonta? As a question, like, why is he going up there? Not I don't want you to go up there. There's a
Well,
difference.
no, I think she said it because she was surprised. I don't think she
yeah,
expected...
no, she was surprised.
She didn't expect...
But
she
that's
didn't-
not her basically saying, don't go up there.
No, I think it was more she didn't expect anyone to go up there and check because she knew it would work out the way it did, and therefore that's how she was... that makes her more suspicious, in my mind.
I honestly...
Based solely on the fact that she, for some reason, didn't expect them to panic and look in the tank before the trick was... I think she might have... If she is the murderer, right?
Right.
Suppose the tanks were still switching or whatever to put him in there. If Gonta had got up there too quickly, he would have seen the body being put in by whatever happened,
Well, that's why it was 10 seconds later.
which would have shown the
So the fact that
would have
he came
shown
up-
the trick.
Yeah, so the fact that it came up there at the 10-second mark is like the sole crux of the case. So we're gonna have to talk with him about that and see what he says.
Because if he saw it 10 seconds before, or if he saw how the trick worked from the top,
That means that Ryoma was in there by the 10-second mark.
yeah,
Kimiko
which
was
means-
in there by the moment it started, and then somehow she was switched out with Ryoma within the
50 seconds that
yeah,
everyone panicked.
Yeah, 50 seconds.
The real question is, did Gonta see how the trick worked?
I don't think he did, or if
He might have. That might have been why he was saying, huh, because he might have seen the thing switch.
Or he might have just seen the outcome and just didn't know how it worked. Like I think he didn't process it because he's not the smartest guy. So
That's true as well.
I don't think he processed it that well.
That her saying something about to Gonta and her being up there.
She's being up on the stage. Well, she's probably investigating the timer.
She's up on stage though before anyone else is investigating.
Also, by
she
the
could
way,
already.
remember that thing you were crushing? It's just
Okay.
It's just.
I thought it might have been a Monokuma. She's already up there. She could be clearing away evidence of something.
Monokuma. I thought I saw one over in the corner.
She could be clearing up some evidence of something though.
I mean, she could be, but Oh, fuck, you're right. She's a maid.
Exactly. Didn't she help clean the crime scene up too?
Dude, requests.
She also helped clean up the crime scene.
Dude, requests.
She helped clean up the crime scene.
Crime scene.
Well, no, remember, it said, with Kurumi's expert help, we cleaned up the crime scene.
They wanted to clean up.
But she could have done something.
Oh, fuck this stuff in the tank. You know what? I'm gonna. We're just discussing just based on pure fucking
speculation. That's literally what we're doing right now. But once we get evidence, I'll probably swap it at least once. This seems a bit too easy.
But like, I don't.
But at the same time, I don't
think this is easy. I think
it's
this is just like
it's easy to go to that conclusion though. I feel like
the easiest conclusion
would be Himiko or Angie.
But that's what the game wants us to lead us towards.
Well, too easy.
But it makes sense within the game's logic. But we've seen how Danganronpa works.
If it's Kurumi,
it's always the.
What if he asked her to kill him?
It's always the details.
What if he asked her to do it?
Who?
Ryoma.
Ryoma asked her to kill him.
She takes requests.
Well, that's why I said requests. But
would she? But it was funny because he just said he wouldn't like throw his life away needlessly.
Needlessly, that's the thing.
But is this a need to throw it away?
Well, we need to know the motive. We need to know the motives. That the videos are going to come into play.
Who saw their? It all comes down to Monodam. If Monodam got the videos to the right people and they actually watched them.
You know, they probably did see them. He said he returned them to their rooms.
But when we got back to the room, there was no Monica pad on our table.
No.
So it means he probably hadn't gotten them
back.
But we had
Kaito's.
Yeah, but if he returned them to the correct owners, and then everyone had gotten their own. So we have to go back to the room basically and see if.
But the thing is that
did you save?
I did save. See, the thing is that
then everyone would have gotten their own
here real quick,
and it could have happened early in the morning or late at night.
Here, so okay, but it could. I mean, yeah. But that's if we figure out what the timing is.
We need to find the time of murder because that's going to give us a solid alibi. If it was during Gonta's bug meet and greet thing, then Gokichi could also be a he has no alibi.
He has no alibi.
He technically does have an alibi because he actually came back with the books.
But he was with Gonta.
But he was late.
No, Monica pads.
But he was late.
He was late. He stopped by Kurumi. So. Yeah. Because Kurumi...
He could have asked Kurumi to do it.
No, Gonta stopped by Kurumi. And she said that she was busy sewing curtains, so she didn't go with him.
She could have had the curtain up to cover Ryoma's dead body at that point.
Or... Yeah.
Because if she's too busy sewing curtains, she's still planning out how it's going to work.
But at the same time, we also didn't see Kaito.
No, but the thing is, they specifically mentioned that Kurumi was sitting in the gym working on the curtains. And I feel like the curtains have a lot to do with how the trick works.
What if... Oh my god. Sorry, I was just thinking, like, Kaito is also kind of a decent factor because he not only doesn't have an alibi, we never saw him after he jolted. And even though we would do our normal running thing, he didn't even come to ask us if we were okay to jog. Usually... someone who would make plans to do that every day would try to, go up to them after they're late.
Got by Gonta.
Well, then he would probably go check the room to see if I was there, right? Because I mean, he's fucking rung the doorbell so many times.
Maybe he did ring the doorbell a bunch. We weren't there. He just said, "Okay, maybe Gonta still has him."
It's all based on timing.
It all comes down to the timing. But I feel like Kurumi or Kaito are huge suspects, and Kokichi a little bit because of that period.
I honestly don't think Kokichi did it. I don't think
it was him, but there is that period where he was with nobody when he went to get the pads.
There was that period. It was from 9 o'clock until 11.
It really comes down to if it took place in those 2 hours.
It's either if it took place in those 2 hours or sometime from the morning announcement till the magic show. When did the magic show happen? We don't know.
Right after morning announcement.
Oh.
Literally right after. We went right there from the dormitory.
Yeah, right there from the dorm to there.
But I mean, they were there. They might have been there. I guarantee you.
I think
they were there early preparing the last few things. Because, remember, they had to finish mentally preparing. They probably were there before morning announcement.
Yeah, and fucking Himiko was like nervous off of her fucking balls.
I mean, that also gives her less credibility. Being that nervous could I pull it off? Although I still doubt it's her. But
I also doubt it's her.
That is one thing the game's gonna try to throw at us is she was super nervous right beforehand, and that
what they're gonna throw is that she will not tell us the trick.
Well, that plus
so she's trying to hide it.
Being that nervous means she's probably trying to hide the fact she was thinking, I can pull this off. I think
Kokichi might bring that up.
One.
Yeah, I think Kokichi might try to bring that up.
She was literally shaking. You would think the ultimate mage or magician, whatever the hell you want to call her,
would be more confident in her magical ability.
In her magical abilities in any particular, no matter what. That's their element. She literally has a fucking tiger, but she's afraid to jump into a pool and do magic that she knows she's the ultimate person at doing it.
Again, I honestly.
That's gonna be something they're gonna try to throw at you in the case.
She also didn't seem to be phased at all when.
Well, I mean, she's not phased by anything. She wasn't phased by Rantaro's death either.
She wasn't?
No, she walked. I'm pretty sure she.
Yeah, no, she looked at. No, I'm just saying that during the trick, she looked at Ryoma and was like, "What?" And then nothing. And even though actually no one else screamed, I don't think.
No one screamed at all.
I don't think anyone screamed.
Everyone was just kind of
the only time there was a scream was when Kibo was launched.
So are we continuing? We've been talking for 16 minutes about speculation.
Well, I mean that's why I had the speculation because I had a feeling we would talk about it. And this, you know what? If it comes down to it and Kurumi is the murderer, I might just put this shit as like a post episode during the trial.
Before the investigation even started. Just like in the beginning. And pre-investigation, here's what our thoughts were on the murder. Because the second we saw it, here's what we thought it was.
Because since we're both blind on it, I think it would actually make sense for us.
You could have done this for everyone without me on the last game. You could have.
But it didn't come to mind because I wanted to keep it to myself. I wanted to have it in my own mind.
Because I would have probably just based on I know for a fact if you had said who you thought it was and I knew it wasn't right, I would have been like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything more. It would have really obvious that you were wrong.
Dude.
Or if you were right, it would have been like, it's
you being devil's advocate, though, even though for some reason I apparently took it real literally when you were being devil's advocate for all those times.
Which one?
During the second game.
When was I being devil's advocate?
Fucking during.
Which cases?
Which Nagito's case. Remember with the fire grenades?
How was I being devil's advocate?
Because I was saying, oh, he put the poison in the fire grenades and then huffed it up, and then you were like, oh no, what? How'd you get it open? All that stuff.
I mean, I knew. I knew you were gonna hate that case's ending.
Also during. It wasn't just Nagito's
the Funhouse one.
The Funhouse definitely.
I feel like I kind of gave that away a little bit though. Did I? No, not the
Funhouse one. That was
Firehouse. Funhouse.
No, that was Gundam's death.
Yeah, I didn't give that away. I kind of forgot how exactly it happened. Once it mentioned him hanging, I remembered exactly how it happened, but I didn't remember like exactly. I forgot exactly the sequence of events, but. I didn't. The clocks returned back.
I had a feeling that what was it, Kazuichi, Gundam, and Sonya. I had suspects.
Sonya's just like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, no,
in that voice, I'm hungry.
I was suspecting Sonya purely off of just what she did, and you know, people who usually act weird right before the fucking case, aka Celeste. That's what I kind of like latched onto. Like she could have been the murderer.
What if it was accidentally Quant? He went to catch him, and he just killed him and put him in the water.
But we saw he stared at the pool the whole time for the 10 seconds. For those 10 seconds.
Maybe he kind of forgot in his rage that he did it, and he was like, oh shit, I did that. Fuck.
But he ran up there and stared at the tank for 10 seconds. So, I don't think he tried to catch him unless Ryoma was in the tank with the piranhas.
No, they would have eaten him before then, wouldn't they? Well, no, it's kind of clusterfucked in there. I don't know if they could have eaten him, but
they were unmoving.
No, they were undulating.
Like they were not agitated.
If he was in the tank,
like I mean, they weren't agitated.
If he was in the tank, they probably would have eaten him beforehand. Regardless, it's.
I'm just thinking there might be something else in the tank with piranhas that might also be why the trick was easier to solve.
No, I don't think there's anything in the. Wait, you haven't looked at the tank?
We haven't investigated.
I don't think there's something else. I don't think that he could fit in the tank with them.
It was a pretty tiny tank, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would have fit in the tank with them. There were a lot of piranhas in that tank.
You're right. And they all seem to have fallen.
Also, even with... If you would have seen him fall into the water with them.
You think?
Even if he was surrounded by piranhas, you would have seen it. Gonta would have seen him fall out of the tank. Gonta was right there. He would have seen Ryoma's body fall out of the tank.
But what if it was like surrounded with piranha?
Gravity doesn't work like that. They wouldn't all. It would have all fallen out of the clump. He would have noticed it before it.
Well, the thing is, he was also handcuffed. So
Chris, he wouldn't have said "huh" if he had seen them. If he hadn't seen him in there beforehand. There's no reason for him to go huh. If he hadn't seen Ryoma in there or something to give him a questioning.
Oh, what?
Like a questioning. There's no reason to question if there's nothing wrong. Unless he sees Ryoma's body and isn't expecting it. What else is he gonna say huh at?
I just think that there's. Honestly.
He would have noticed when they fell in that Ryoma was in there. He's not that stupid.
I know he's not that stupid.
He's very observant.
Yeah, but I just don't think I just worry that he doesn't understand what he saw.
He still would have seen him.
He'll probably tell us when we talk to him.
The group would have seen him fall in with the piranhas. They would have been moving away the second the door opened. It wouldn't have been like they just stayed in a cube and slid out and flopped into the water. The piranhas would have fallen into like a.
I'm just thinking.
The way it works, they would have gone like this as they fell out. Fanned
but
out.
we saw them. They all were falling as the bunch. So that's what made me think.
His body would have fallen either. It would have fallen faster. He weighs more. Gravity times.
Joe, okay, hypothetically, just say Ryoma's just as heavy as a fucking piranha.
That's bullshit,
hypothetically, if there was a way to have him drowned and then inside the other tanks, that way no one would see. That way Himiko wouldn't have seen him in the tank.
That would require.
But we need to know how the trick works.
That would require them to fill the tank for the top. How the hell do they fill the tank is the question. We have to answer for that one. You have to know how they filled the tank. Because the tank only has one opening so far.
We not only need to know how they filled the tank, we need to know the trick, we need to know what the time of death is, or at least we're going to figure that out during the trial, but we need to have an idea of what happened during certain moments in time of where people were. We need to collect more alibis, we need to know what Gonta saw, and we need to we need to talk to like... Well, what were people doing during that time is the real thing. Like, what was Miyu doing? Maki was probably locked in her room.
Miyu was with us.
Miyu?
During the bug thing?
No, Miyu wasn't with us.
Yeah, she was.
It was us, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, Sumugi, and Gonta, and Kokichi.
Wasn't Himiko in her lab then? Or not Himiko, Miyu, whatever the fuck. Miyu was in her lab then, right? Was she in there? I thought she was in there with us.
Miyu?
Oh no, Miyu, remember he went after her, but his face got red.
Oh right, yeah!
She was in her lab.
So she was in her lab, so Miyu wasn't here, Kurumi wasn't there, and neither was Maki.
But if Miyu was in her lab, then she...
But
also, think about this way.
Miyu also, we saw Miyu earlier, and she got ridiculously excited about the show. So I don't know if she could have even tampered with it, unless
she couldn't have tampered with it because if she had murdered someone and she knew it was going to happen, do you really think she would have been that excited? I don't think she's like the kind of person that could hide the fact.
Oh, she's very blunt about what she thinks. From what I've seen about her, she seems to be very blunt about what she thinks.
There's no way that she would be able to cover up that with excitement, though, and pretend she didn't know what happened. I don't think she has that kind of personality where she could actively fake that much excitement for something that she knows is going to happen. That's like if you look at if you were like a little kid and you looked at a present early, it's kind of hard to fake the surprise when you actually see the present again after you unwrap it.
Well, unless you're a good liar.
Which would not be her.
This is true. We already know
She's
that
also-
Kokichi's really good at lying, but after a while you start to catch on to how he lies.
He doesn't always lie. He also just manipulates the shit.
Well, but he does.
I'm
just saying, like, in terms of the audience perception, we don't always know.
I don't think it was me. She's not on my suspect list.
I don't think she is either. But I'm just saying about Kokichi's lying. I'm just saying,
based on what we know of her, I don't think she can do it.
I'm honestly thinking, like, from what the game is doing with Kokichi, like, the in game, like, the characters in game can tell when he's lying because they can hear his voice. We only hear his voice occasionally, and it's usually very quote unquote convincing that the emotion would match the sentence he's saying and the expression he's making.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of context whether we know if he's lying or not, and for the most part, he's lying. So
I don't believe.
I don't think Kokichi did it, but I'm just saying.
Discord, go away.
I'm just saying he's trying to make it interesting and fun by lying.
Oh yeah, still that doesn't.
All right.
mean she did it.
All right.